Hey, Mike Kinnett here from Prostatis. If you're new to the channel, welcome aboard. We simplify retirement so you can protect your savings, lower your taxes, and build a plan that actually works for the life you built around yourself. Today we're discussing a crucial topic, inflation and its impact on your retirement. Strictly speaking, inflation is the rate at which the general level of prices for goods and services rises. It erodes your purchasing power. In retirement, this means your savings buys less over time. Now, as of March of 2025, the U.S. annual inflation rate was 2.4%. While this is a decrease from the previous years, even modest inflation can have a significant impact on retirees, especially over time. For many retirees, they often live on and rely on fixed income as their source of income, pensions and Social Security. And if those incomes don't adjust adequately for inflation, their ability to pay for their retirement decreases over time. Healthcare costs are another matter. Those things are going through the roof left and right. And while inflation might be 2 to 3% on average, healthcare costs go up at 5 to 6%, and those have even a higher increased risk to you as a retiree. Obviously, longevity risk is a risk for us with inflation. The longer we live, the more inflation we're exposed to. The more inflation we're exposed to, the harder it is for us to pay for our retirement out of the savings we have. So we all understand inflation's there. The real question is, what do we need to do to mitigate that risk? What do we need to do to put ourselves in a position that we can keep pace at and ahead of historical inflation rates? So you know what you need to do? You need to diversify your assets and your investment classes that are structurally and strategically placed to outpace inflation. Things like stocks and things like real estate. Historically, those outperform inflationary pressures. TIPS, Treasury Inflation Protected Securities, those could be a source. I-bonds have those exact same features when they adjust for inflation, so they pay 2 or 3% plus the inflation rate, which is a wonderful way to curb and help protect yourself against those long-term inflationary pressures that we have. And COLAs are another thing to consider. We know there are COLAs with Social Security, but do you know that you can actually buy an annuity that will create the income streams that you need that will also have inflationary adjustments? So when inflation's up 8.5%, 9% like it was a few years ago, you get a 9% bump in your income stream, so you're not adversely impacted by inflationary pressures. So the approach we take to protect people against inflation, right, because we know we can't stop the inflation. If we build the plan from a strategic point of view, what we have always done is we've always accounted for 3.5% inflation for our investors from day one, so that when interest and inflation are around the 2.5% range, we've always put away a little bit extra money to hedge against those 8-9% that pop up out of the blue every now and then. So we've built in a little bit extra. Now, the other thing that we do, and this is a little bit unique, we always assume that healthcare costs are going to go up at about 5.6%. So a portion of our portfolios always are viewing and focused towards what are the costs of healthcare, and we have to adjust that by 5.6%. And because we take that overall approach, we've always had a little bit extra buffer in our portfolios to account for inflationary pressures. Now, we have some clients that want to have that cost of living built in automatically into their income stream. And so we purchase for them annuities that say, whatever inflation is, we're going to increase your income by inflation every single year. Well, to some extent, for those of us that want a paycheck replacement, right? Every 2 weeks we were getting a paycheck for all those years. Well, we want to replace that. We don't want to take a pay cut. And we know inflation is going to be built in. And under normal circumstances when we worked, every year we got a raise of some sort, typically outpacing inflation that allowed us to have greater purchasing power over life. Well, we can build an income stream that does exactly that for you. But it really starts by creating that sound financial plan that accomplishes your goals, accomplishes your income goals, takes the least amount of risk necessary. And at the end of the day, you have to sit down, create a strategic plan to make sure you never run out of money, that adjusts for inflation, and you need to review that plan at least annually, if not semi-annually, to make sure that not only your income needs are being met, but we're addressing those inflationary pressures that creep in and bite us all on the backside as we go through retirement. Inflation is an inevitable part of everybody's economic landscape. But with proactive planning, its impact on your retirement can be managed and minimized. If you're concerned about how inflation might affect your retirement, download our free Savvy Investor Retirement Summary, or better yet, schedule a discovery call with our team today. And if you like what you're seeing in this video, like and subscribe, and share it with others. And more importantly, leave your questions in the comment section here. We are here to help.